Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Total War Warhammer 3 where we play as Chaos Dwarfs, and today we are starting with defeating what remains of the Cult of Sotek. As you can see, the Oracles of Zenj initiated this battle and we are basically just reinforcements, but it still works for us. We can take some treasury out of this battle, and this will also bring the end to this faction. So one enemy faction left, and what is interesting is the fact that you know how difficult it was for us at the very beginning of our invasion in Lastria, and when you look into the past, how it all started, it is so satisfying to see how well we fared there, well enough to be able to actually start posing some threat to the Gold Tooth, and maybe we will soon be able to retake all the territories they have stolen from us. So yeah, this time we will actually go for the Chaos Undivided Corruption in all provinces, because we want to basically let's say infect the southern pole with our corruption and push out the Zinch's corruption. They can, both of the corruptions can live alongside one another as much as I care. Okay, over here we'll go for maybe this thing to balance out the you know what, we will wait with that because there are more important matters to attend to, like recruiting the unit of the Chosen of Zenj. So where they are, they cost us 14 allegiance points. Where are they? Okay. So yeah, let's recruit those guys. And this will increase the power of this army incredibly. I'm thinking about increasing the power of those support armies as well by recruiting some lords inside those armies as well. Especially that their upkeep is just 500 gold each turn. And that is what we'll do. We'll recruit okay, we don't have any heroes to be recruited, so I guess we will not recruit any hero. We can recruit one over here. So actually we will go for this guy and we will send him over there, and we'll cancel the recruitment with one of the units. We'll also recruit another general over here, this guy. I just want to spam as many units as possible, basically. Can he, like, enter an encampment stance? Not in this turn, so we will have to wait, okay. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. But we could recruit yet another champion, I think. So we'll go for this guy. Okay, and we will also add him to this army.
Sutilag, better roots.
Same for this guy.
Kalan Kazakh flag.
Okay.
Kastalan. Gorndok.
And this way we should increase the power of both of those armies even further. Let's also upgrade the money-making constructions, like the one over here. And where was this Shanwu settlement? It's right over here, so 2 turns before we can actually upgrade or like build the money-making construction inside it. Or if we now will accept a new labor and play a couple of battles, we could also just speed this up. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Okay, and we'll take it as a factory. And we already have a factory, so we will convert it into the outpost. Okay. We can also use those raw materials to upgrade the already existing money-making constructions. Okay. So there's that. And soon enough, the Itza will start to, you know, basically just be at the edge of extinction. They are basically already, and now they will, once this settlement is taken, the settlement of Specta Zuma is taken, or Specta Zuma settlement is taken, they will start to die of attrition because they will become homeless. It works for us, definitely doesn't work for them, but we don't care about that. They are our enemies, so I guess it suits them, that fate, I mean. Okay, we can speed up these constructions, and we will cancel accepting the new laborers. So that is very good. Is there anything else to be done? So there's also this. Okay, I think the Dread Fleet are fighting via the Hans Marshall's expedition. So they will just real soon be attacked from 2 sides, and the Jade Court is also facing a soon extinction, because now they are basically at war with the Cult of Pleasure, and we are also approaching. And what funny thing is the fact that the Itza and basically the Lizardmen didn't ask for this war. We just came here because the Gold Doof just drove us out or pushed us to do that. And now that we talk about the Gold Doof, is, let's see. Okay, there are now an 8th power worldwide, and we are 9th, which means we are stepping on their toes right now. And probably this is why they are not so willing to fight us anymore. And what about the Ice Court? So yeah, I think they might be actually losing a war against the Gold Tooth, or like the Ice Court, I mean. The Ice Court wins the war with the Gold Tooth, and this still gives us a great opportunity to make it to our advantage, or more like take advantage of the current situation and attack Gold Tooth. Now that they are vulnerable. Okay, for now, let's just spend those skill points. Survivalist, maybe movement range, and Blade Master. Same for this guy. Okay. And let's just end the turn and see what the next one brings. But wait a second. We can still increase the number of Infernal Ironsworn, which means we can start the next turn with recruitment inside of this army right here. So let's just end the turn and remember about that. So the Beastmen are attacking Itza, and they think we will just let them take it or raise that settlement or whatever, and basically that we will support them in that fight. We will not. We will just sit here and let them deal with that on their own. And look at that, what it gave them. They just got destroyed, which means we can now attack that settlement safely, and especially that, oh, it's not even weakened, or maybe they just replenished their forces, but this should bring the end to Itza. Province secured. Oh yeah, they still have you know, an army somewhere around here. They have, yeah, here they are. So soon enough they will just attack that settlement, but I think we will still be able to defeat them easily. Right. So there are a couple of things to address first. So the first one will be to kick out these guys and recruit the Infernal Ironsworn in their place, like so. Also, how much allegiance points do we have? Okay, we have right now only 2 points, or like allegiance points, so not too much. And can we like, oh, we can increase the number of Infernal Ironsworn even further, so let's just kick out another unit of these guys and recruit one more unit of the Infernal Ironsworn. Okay. So that is good. And yeah, where is this? Is this champion coming or not? Okay. So there's that. And let's continue recruiting some units in this army, but first let's enter the encampments so that we can recruit globally as well. So yeah, let's go for these orc laborers. Like I said, soon enough we should be able to declare the war on the Gold Tooth. Especially that their armies do not look as impressive as they did before, now that we have powerful armies as well. Okay, so yeah, we need to continue like, okay, we need to do that over here. We need those raw materials, or like money making construction at the cost of raw materials. We can also do this thing over here. And what does this do? Okay, income gained, and we'll actually stop accepting new labor because we don't want rebellion. Okay, so Umgakas, let's go back to Lastria now. Umgakas can move forward to... First, let's see how the public order looks like here, and it looks pretty decent, I think. So I think we can safely move Umgakas further up north for him to take the floating pyramid in the next turn.
Dragons are not your playthings.
Is this army even dangerous to us?
To touch a dragonborn.
I don't think so, but we don't want to risk losing an army of Umgakas. That will be significant damage to our campaign, basically, especially over here. So I'm starting to think, what should we do once we deal with this faction here as well? Should we just go across the seas and like ignore these guys, especially that our you know, our relations are improving, like with the Cult of Pleasure and the Dread Fleet. I don't think they will attack us, so I think we actually have a safe passage over there, and we could land over here and start taking the settlements belonging to both dwarfs and the Tomb Kings, you know, and make our way towards the territories of the Gold Tooth. In the meantime, we would also retake all those lost territories, and hopefully we would just meet in the middle, but I'm not sure. I guess we will have to wait and see. We will get there and we will make that decision in due time. For now, let's just move. Well, actually we can already start moving these armies over there, because Umgakas and Zatan will be more than enough to deal with those two remaining factions up there. So it's only fair to, you know, to start moving these guys where they would be more needed. And can we actually fix this public order? Well, the Zinch's corruption destroys everything. And what about here? Why people are unhappy over here? So, for the same reason, but it will improve a little because of the provincial instability dropping each turn. Okay. So I think this is all we could do in this turn. So Garrison Lord didn't move. Yeah, we are ending this turn. So as you can see, Umgakas got actually intercepted by the Jade Court, but he still wins this battle. Even though it's a Pyrrhic victory, we are still not losing a single unit, and like I said, the Umgakas is the only one who could pull this off like this. So I'm not going to risk it playing this battle manually. I'm sure I would lose it. So I'm just going to replenish our forces, because we are still going for that settlement there. And this way I think we just destroyed like the only two armies the Jade Court had, you know. But for some reason, even though they had those two armies, they haven't even bothered to attack those arcs belonging to the Cult of Pleasure. But I guess whatever. We still won this battle, so I guess it doesn't even matter. Okay. Let's move those champions inside those armies. Cancel that. We want this guy to move there. Okay. And we should continue the recruitment, so yeah, we are still going for, maybe this time we'll go for those, a couple of hobgoblin laborers, one more unit of them, and there's that, and the next turn both of those armies will be ready as well, which means we can start, actually we can start moving this army and recruit another army, I think, or maybe not. You know what, we'll actually wait a little bit more, yeah, until the, like, yeah, until those armies are basically ready. And I think this guy knows what is happening and what I'm trying to do. I think the AI knows very well what I'm planning to do. Can we win this battle without losing a single unit? Decisive victory, so that is just perfect. Okay, let's occupy it as a factory. Okay. And we will just almost fully, completely replenish our forces in the next turn. Zata, on the other hand, still has to wait until the next turn, until he can take the Eye of the Crimson Skull. So, it is what it is, you know. Sometimes we do have to arm ourselves in patience. Okay, what is this? Okay. That is definitely great for us. Some extra money. And we also need a garrison over there. So there's that. And two of those armies, I wonder how fast will they get there. It seems like they will get there in 3 turns from now. So I guess it's a okay time. Could be worse. Let's upgrade those constructions. I also hope that, I mean, there most likely will be rebellion over here. But I just hope that that we will be able to stop those rebellions with just our garrisons, as we did a couple of times before. Okay. So there's that, all of our units moved. This guy still has to wait until the next turn before we can recruit another unit of the Iron Sworn. We require 2400 armaments before we can do that. And look how much conclave influence we have. So let's see if we can actually like buy out the rest of the seats. Tower of Tsar. I don't even care what they do. And yeah, now the Tower of Tsar is completely under our control. We can also claim those seats. They don't matter at all, I think. Where was the Legion of Azov? And we just also confederated with the disciples of Azov. Okay, so yeah. So I don't even know where those guys are. I don't know if they had any settlements at all anyway. I don't think they had. So I don't also know why we could confederate with those factions and we couldn't confederate with these guys, even though none of those factions existed anymore. But whatever, okay. Now we can save our conclave influence for just upgrading the, you know, the capitals once we take them. And that is all for now. So let's end the turn. Okay, I didn't expect that. So seems like Itza still puts up a lot of fight. They still want to fight us, and it's a valiant defeat, as you can see, with high casualties on our side. But I think we have better chances of actually winning this battle if we play this manually. I mean, those units are obviously very weak, but we have you know, better chances of winning this battle still if we play this manually. All we have to do is just overwhelm with a couple of units, one champion at the time, and I think that is how it will work. But yeah, I'll just do a quick save and we will play this battle manually. If we will lose it, this will be a big surprise to me. So we just have to focus our ranged units. Okay, you guys have to move real fast. That was a nice dodge, a very nice dodge. Okay, so we have to make most of our ranged units, most of all. But yeah, those shots are very deadly indeed. And they just break our morale real quick. Okay, those spells are very deadly. It might turn sideways very soon. You guys should start shooting. And yeah, we should also engage those guys, our enemies, in hand-to-hand combat as soon as possible, because then they will be unable to cast those spells, you know. Let's move our units. Okay. That is what we have to do. And maybe let's cast this spell. Another one over here. Okay, that is not looking very good. Oh, it was less deadly than anticipated, okay. I mean, they still pose a great threat to us because of all those spells. We can cast that spell as well. Let's just make the most of the spells we have at our disposal, just as much as they do with theirs. Of course, he avoided that cast. Okay, some of our soldiers are rallying. That's actually very good. And they have just ridiculous amount of health. Okay, so one of their, basically their general, is soon about to die. Okay, so they still can cast some spells, but not as effectively as before. And this guy is probably the most powerful one in this army, so I think that once he dies, things might get a little better. But yeah, they just cast so many spells all the time, and that is exactly why we have such difficulties with winning this battle, you know. Okay, and let those creatures, the Kadai Fireborn, finally kill that thing as well. You guys go in there and shoot at that creature as well. Those reptiles have to go. Their time has passed. And why won't they continue to shoot at that overgrown lizard? We just need to make the most out of our ranged units. And where this unit come from? I don't even know. And this damage was not that impressive. Okay, so I think we will still lose this battle, and that means it will complicate the matters for us, obviously. Yeah, it looks like our whole army now breaks. It looks like this. So we would need an army there. So one of those two armies that we are sending now to the Badlands should take care of the army right here. So some of our units are rallying. but we want to make the most of our ranged units now. And those overgrown lizards just completely obliterate our units. Yeah, a valiant defeat, but I mean, that wasn't a very good fight. How did they get 16 units deployed, I wonder? They were only, like, you know, 4 of them. But yeah, they dealt us terrible damage. We still managed to kill one of them because he wasn't riding an overgrown lizard, but all the same, so it complicates the matters. We have to move one of the 2 armies we were sending to Badlands back to Lastria and take care of the Itza. I thought they were done for, but apparently they were not. So, okay. But they still shouldn't have an efficient amount of resources, like money, to recruit more units. And if they do, this army still should be pretty weak, I think. So let's just start moving one of those 2 armies. Okay. And yeah, so Gilbert's... Actually, yeah, we can send Gilbert's there because he is actually closer than anyone else, I think. It will still take him a long time to get there, like 5 turns. But we can also continue moving this army there as well. Right, and we also want to upgrade the number of Infernal Ironstone available for recruitment. So we will go for... yeah, I think it's this guy. So we will disband this unit and in its place recruit an army, a unit of Infernal Ironsword. So, there's that, and I think they are moving their units towards us, the Goldtooth, I mean, because they sense something is brewing. So let's just continue moving our units as well. For now we will not recruit more units. I think those 2 support armies and this army should be enough still to, you know, win this fight. Okay, so there's that, and Ungakas. Let's start with the Ungakas. So with him, we are moving for, I can't even read the name because of the banners, but the High Sentinel settlement. Okay, this another decisive victory, and we'll take it as an outpost this time, I think. Yeah, good call. And also, we want. And look at that! How much armaments we can produce each turn if we allow it. So we will actually go for raw materials over here. This settlement will not focus on like building the money-making constructions. And over here, let's go for the Isle of Crimson Skull. And it's a close victory. Okay, that is pretty much surprising. Well, we are still winning without losing a single unit. And the Jade Sentinel, or the Jade Court, sorry, is no more. So the guy I expected to die like go extinct after Itza actually survived for a longer time. Oh, like did go extinct before Itza did. That is pretty surprising. And yeah, we still have some things to spend our both money and materials on. Let's go for the raw materials productions. We need that definitely. And yeah, so let's check also the situation here in the South Pole. We could also like give those territories to how are they called? The Oracles of Zinj, because they will be pretty problematic for us, because there's just too much of Zinchi corruption. Yeah, now also because of the Confederation I performed, there is -5, -5 to like the public order, which is weird because there was no settlements we could actually confederate with, and for some reason we actually did. It was pretty weird. Okay, so I think that is all. We can still actually upgrade this thing. Okay. So yeah, I think this will be all for this turn and this episode. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, a comment and a subscription. And I'll see you next time. Bye.